So I decided to go ahead and use 2.5 pounds of the beef chunk pot roast and 1.5 pounds of the top sirloin steak. So we're gonna go ahead and cut them up into big chunks, and you're gonna need a sharp knife. You can use a butcher knife, you can use any type of knife. I like to use this one in particular, and before each meal, especially if I'm gonna be cutting up meat, I like to sharpen the knife. So use your knife sharpener and just sharpen the knife up. I already sharpened it beforehand, so I don't need to sharpen it as much. And you could go ahead and rinse this underwater before using it. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this into long strips and smaller chunks after that to make it easier to go into the food processor. And as you can see here, the fat is really thick, and therefore you're gonna need a strong knife like this to cut through it. So now that we finished chopping up the meat, we're gonna go ahead and add this to the food processor, and it is a pretty loud process, so I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through it so you get the idea. So now that we've finished grinding up the meat, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 whole onion. We're also gonna add this into the processor because it will grind it up really well, and I'll show you what we're gonna do next. After we're done grinding the onion, we're going to squeeze and drain the excess onion water, and this will help prevent the meat from falling off the skewer. Grab a handful and squeeze as much as you can. So for our seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of salt, half a tablespoon of black pepper, a pinch of turmeric, and a little bit of saffron. After we season the beef, we're gonna put on our gloves because it's gonna get really messy, and we're going to mix everything together. And this is a process, so you're gonna have to give it some time. After we're done mixing all the ingredients together, we're gonna put this in the fridge to marinate overnight, and it will be ready for the next day. Once you're ready to make the kebabs, all you need is a bowl of warm water and your skewers. So grab a handful of meat and just toss it in the air and form a ball like so. So once you're ready, go ahead and grab your skewer and insert it into the meat and work your way down, building and forming a kebab. Everyone has a preference on how thin or thick they prefer their kebab to be. This one is not too thin and it's not too thick, it's right in between. And once you're done placing your meat onto the skewers, you can definitely put them on top of the grill now. So once you place the meat on top of the fire, you want to make sure you're rotating them between every 20 to 30 seconds to ensure it doesn't burn. And once it reaches a golden brown color, you're all done. Once you're done cooking the kebabs, you can serve it with some rice or a side salad. Some people also like to make it into a sandwich as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and to tune in to check out my new recipes.